All right. All right. Let's go. We're live. Can you guys hear me? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. We're going live right now. We should have some people watching. Is that the live chat?
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, this is sick. Okay. A little bit of technical difficulties at the beginning. This is the first time we're doing this. Bear with me. We're about to go live. We have some people watching. We have some special guests coming on the live. This is the first time I've ever done something like this before, and I'm really excited. So, how do we feel about the clicker? Okay. All right. We have 4 special guests coming on. One of them from Canada Basketball. One of them from the Detroit Lions. Two more of them are going to be good friends that you're going to get to know. So the idea was to have this be alive for former athletes, support staff, people that care about athletes, support athletes, and they want to know and learn a new way to support athletes. So we're about to start very soon. More people are starting to join. I've done a lot of crazy stuff this year. Over the last 2 years, I've made some decisions. People have kind of thought I'm crazy with some of the stuff I've been doing. It's going to make sense today, I promise. All right, let's roll. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to get going. Okay. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want you guys to enjoy your Thursday night. We're going to unveil something. Okay. Welcome to something that I'm revealing. I've been working on this for a long time. It's been something I put my life into. It's been something I bet my life on. And it's been something that is going to help a lot of athletes, and it's already starting to help a lot of athletes. This is a new way to support athletes and monetize your experience. Okay? I'm going to explain that right now. We're going to get started. Okay. This is where it all started for me. I've told this story at speaking engagements before. I've told this story on LinkedIn just the other day. My first memory was me when I was 2 years old. You're not supposed to remember things at 2 years old unless it's a traumatic experience. I needed to go pee. It was late. And I'm scared of the dark. And my room is up in the attic. And I'm calling down to my mom. My mom always comes to get me in the middle of the night. I said, Mom, I got to go pee. My mom yelled back up at me and said, I can't come get you right now. You need to come down. I'm 2 years old. Mom, no, you don't understand. I'm scared of the dark. I need to come downstairs. My mom says, no, you don't understand. I cannot come get you right now. You need to figure out a way to come downstairs. So I work my way down the stairs. I get to the bottom of the stairs. Finally, I worked up some courage. I'm kind of scared. I get to the bottom of the stairs, and I see one room with a light on. And I walk over there, and I see a large, dark figure dumping buckets of water onto my mom, drowning my mom. And I'm scared. And I said, Daddy, what are you doing to Mommy? And he said, you want some of this too? And I was scared. So I ran away to the bathroom. I didn't know what to do. I just saw something that was traumatizing for me. And that kind of set the tone for some things that happened in my childhood. And some of this stuff is documented. It's on ESPN. It's out there. It wasn't the safest or healthiest environment for me or for my 5 younger brothers growing up. I watched my dad really struggle with his mental health and career transitions, financial literacy, job stuff, after he retired from being in the NFL. He played in the NFL. My younger brother, I'm sure a lot of people know of right now, is currently playing in the NFL. And I watched my dad really struggle, and it led to an abusive childhood for me. So that's where this whole thing started. I grew up in Cambridge, and let's go to the next slide. So It got to the point where my mom said, this is not healthy. We can no longer do this anymore. So we moved out. We spent a few months homeless, and we found some government housing. My mom got accepted to one law school, and it was the University of Windsor. Me and my 5 younger brothers went with my mom. We moved to Windsor. That's where I started my athletic journey. Played football, basketball in high school, worked my butt off, grew a little bit, and got an offer to play football at the University at Buffalo as a quarterback. Let's go to the next slide. I kept growing. I kept evolving. I had some really cool opportunities. I played with some pros. I got great education. I was in Buffalo for 6 years. And at the end of the 6 years, I got drafted to the CFL. I went through a transformative time during my 5th year, and during my 6th year, at the end of my last season, I made the decision I'm not going to pursue playing pro football. I didn't even do a pro day. I said I'm going to be done playing football. 2 degrees, I decided to move home. I changed directions. I didn't know what to do. I'm a former athlete. I start looking at teaching jobs. I start looking at other things I could do. What can my degree get me? I have no idea. I got a really great opportunity to start coaching basketball at the University of Alabama. And there I got to be around some of the best coaches in the country when it comes to basketball. I got to coach NBA players. I got to get another degree, my 3rd degree, and I got to start learning different things. I started to understand myself. From the outside in, you would have think Dom's going through a great time. Dom's had a great opportunity. Dom's got a great job. Internally, I started to go through this transition of being a former athlete, leaving being an athlete. And from the outside looking in, it looked great. From the inside looking out, I was kind of depressed. I didn't really know what to do, and I was struggling. And then in my career, I wasn't earning much money. I was at the very beginning, so I was struggling like in life too. So that has me go to the next slide. Is there's a serious problem going on right now. Okay, so let's get off the slides and just go to me for a second. Marshawn Kneeland on the left. Just last night, okay, and I hate to like make this so serious and make this like a crazy thing. Just last night, literally today, on November 6th, he took his own life, and he's a defensive lineman that plays for the Dallas Cowboys. There is a mental health crisis in sports right now, specifically in some of these high-pressure sports like football and basketball, some of the 2 sports that I played. And I went through it. I watched my teammates go through it during and after their career, and it's still going on, okay? And there's no solutions that anybody is bringing to the table as a genuine solution. People are talking about it on podcasts. People are sharing about it. There's stories about it. There's Kyron Lacey this year from LSU is another example, okay? It's to the point where we cannot, it's not a game anymore. People are taking their lives. There's a genuine mental health crisis in sports right now, okay? So let's go to the next slide. Let's get Hannah on here, okay? I'm going to bring on my good friend and somebody that went through the athlete journey. She went through the entire athlete journey. She played basketball at the highest of levels. She represented a country. She represented Team Canada for basketball. And she's going to come on, and she's going to share a little bit about her journey when it comes to mental health and life outside of sports. And she's living in Toronto now. She's doing some really great work in the community, and she's going to share a little bit of information when we get her on here. Crazy. Literally today, my guy Jake's probably watching this right now. He texted me, and he said, dude, you need to talk about this in your slides today. He called me out of nowhere abruptly. He said, dude, a guy from the Cowboys just took his own life literally last night. They're posting it everywhere. And I was shook. So anyways, how are we looking with Hannah? Looks good? Hannah, it's your time to shine. Clank, you're coming on here soon. I know you have something at 7:30. I'm going to do my best to get you on the right time. I got some people in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Got some real ones. The people who always are there at the beginning are the real ones. You know what I mean? The people who always see you from the beginning are real ones. So, Anne, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Let's
Dom,
go.
how are
Damn,
you?
this is clear. Oh, sorry, I can't swear on
Okay.
this. I'm at
All good.
7. How are you feeling today?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Excited to be here. Thankful you're having me. Excited for you in this new journey. It's awesome.
Yes, this is exciting. I appreciate you joining. And let's get right into it. Clank is hopping on, or Jack's hopping on right after. So I want to ask you, just introduce yourself to the live a little bit, like who you are, a little bit about your journey, athletically and personally.
Yeah. So, hi, everyone. Whoever's here, I'm Hannah. Very, very nice to meet you all. I am a former hooper. I played and met Dom at University of Buffalo. Two Canadians. We definitely got along well. I grew up playing basketball my whole life, played soccer my whole life, and ultimately fell in love with basketball. Chose that sport. Was aspiring to be on the Canadian national team and had the chance to play for my country for 6 years. Played in a Pan American Games, won a couple bronze medals here and there. So, and then finished my career off at Buffalo and decided to take a step back. Graduated during COVID, and yeah, that's kind of where my basketball journey took me.
So we would actually have Canadian Thanksgiving dinners because people in Buffalo don't feel like celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving. But it's been good for me. It's probably been good for you too to be home and have some like real Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
But
for sure,
anyways,
for sure.
Hannah, thank you for introducing yourself. I have a couple more questions. The next one was talk about some of the challenges that you went through. Where I just shared a little bit about mental health, right? You spoke up during that time. You were a leader not only for your team, like generally a team captain, but also too with some of the struggles athletes face outside of sports. I mean, and you still are a leader. So share a little bit about your journey when it comes to that.
Yeah, I think I faced the inevitable challenges when I got to college. I was always a kid who was really passionate about, being a leader, being a point guard, being a starter, playing a lot of minutes, representing my team and my country and who I was. And getting to college as a freshman and kind of being that underdog again and having to work your way back up was a big challenge for me. Ultimately, I burnt out very quickly, was very unaware of some of the challenges that you can face mentally when you really don't step back and take care of like the full picture holistic athlete. I was struggling with my eating. I got really restrictive. I developed a eating disorder and ultimately almost took me out of sport. So it was one of the hardest and most confusing times in my life, mainly because I didn't know what was going on and I wasn't able to like really put words to the struggles that I was facing. I continued to play, and luckily I had some people in my circle who really cared and stepped back and were like, hey, like we know something's going on. And that path, that experience, that struggle, the people who cared about me really made me realize like how much mental health wasn't being talked about at the time. And that's when I decided to go public with my story and what I experienced, just to help other people put names and feelings and experiences to what they were going through as well. Cause I think that in itself is really powerful. So since then, I've just been really passionate about, talking openly about things that people go through. Cause I think, we're all facing things. And unfortunately, people continue to choose to be silent about them. And I think if we continue to break them down and normalize them, we'll be able to be on the right track and start to see humans bigger than athletes. And so that's why I kind of continue to do those things. But yeah, it's a little bit about my story.
I appreciate you sharing. It takes courage not only to share it when you did, but to share it again and again. And you continue to because you know the power of stories. And you said a couple really good things on there. You said community and the people you had around you. What would you say maybe things that were lacking in terms of resources or support back then? Or is there something that you wish you would have had or that you did have and that helped that you didn't know that you really needed?
Yeah, 100%. I think, I've done a lot of reflecting since going through it, and I was given, I was given the resources. The resources were thrown at you, in terms of the practitioners, the nutritionists, the dietitians, all those things. I think that ultimately, like we as humans and we as athletes, like we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be valued, and we want to be understood by people, right? And that's what I didn't feel at the time. And I think peers and people who went through those things, and as soon as I saw that another athlete I think it was an NFL player, the first time I really heard of like the same kind of eating disorder that I was experiencing, who had it, I'm like, that was the connection, like that was that sense of like normalization that I needed. And I think that just comes with like human to human connection. And A lot of that's through mentorship. It's through connection. It's through community. It's through people who have been athletes, who care, who have experienced those things and are willing to, use the challenges that they face and turn them into lessons for others. And so I think that that's like a beautiful thing, and something that I really could have valued at the time. And I know you're really starting to break some of those barriers, and I think it's going to be incredible. So
Got to keep going. Can't give up. It's needed. And yeah, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story, and I'm here for you always. So
of course.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
Hey, and we're going to get back to it. Appreciate you coming on. It means the world. So
anytime. Appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, and I will see you very soon.
See you soon.
All
Have a good night. All right, guys. That was Hannah. We had a really cool opportunity to hear from her. A couple people logged off. They're like, yeah, Dom, we're good. But we're going to keep going. Okay. So I noticed there's a real problem. Okay. So the next slide is during my time at Alabama. Okay. I was going through the transition. Let's go to the next one if we can. I was going through the transition, and I realized there's no way this is it. There's no way this is it. This is all there is. You're an athlete, and the sports world just chews you up and spits you out. There's no way that this is it. So I started to become obsessed with finding solutions. I knew that there was a solution out there somewhere. As you can see, this is me in the office, literally just living in there, reading books, looking for answers. And I bought my first course, Digital Economics, for $500 when I really didn't have $500 to spend. And it completely opened my eyes to digital marketing and starting a business and doing something that actually helps people but getting paid for it. It started to really open my eyes to that world. And that is when, the next slide, I started to learn about the power of life coaching. I came across a mentor. His name was Jim. He absolutely changed my life. And I started to learn about the power of life coaching. I started to apply some of the things that I was learning in podcasts and books and listening to speaking engagements. And my life genuinely started to change. Like people kind of looked at me like I'm crazy. Like, Dom, why are you making all these things? Why are you writing a book? Why are you so motivated? Why do you have so much energy? Because my life genuinely changed when I started to learn some of this stuff. So life coaching started to become popular. Tony Robbins made it popular. He's one of the most popular life coaches out there. You've probably heard of Jay Shetty. Very, very successful life coaches, run big events, change people's lives all the time. And that is when I started to learn the power of this. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we're going to have the second guest is going to be my good friend, Jack Clank. He's going to come on really quickly. And Jack is going to share his journey of his coaching business. Jack is currently a life coach. He specializes in weight loss for offensive linemen. Jack's calling from the car. Jack, I know you have somewhere to be tonight. I'm not going to put your business out there, but you have somewhere to be. All right, Jack, can you just briefly introduce yourself and who you are, what you're doing, and then I'll ask you maybe one more question. I'll let you go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I played football with Dom at the University of Buffalo. We played for 6 years together, and after my time at University of Buffalo, I got my master's, got my bachelor's, and then wasn't sure exactly kind of what to do work-wise. I was kind of slated to do sales, so I ended up starting doing corporate sales. From there, I remember us talking when you were at Alabama, and kind of chatting about career things post-work. I remember the spring after your first year at Alabama, I was working at a startup cannabis company. So I was going from kind of corporate sales to private sales and helping raise equity there. Then coached college football and talked to you after that. And then that's really when I knew I wanted to get in the health and fitness field. And I knew that's when I started talking to you and just, how to relate to other people, how to gain respect in a respected field, and how to use our attributes as athletes to then, utilize that in business, because we're unique in athletes that we're really competitive, and we know how to also communicate with others. And I think those are two things where non-athletes in the workforce, those aren't always attributes that people have. So those are kind of unique attributes, and we talked about how to utilize those. And eventually after my career playing offensive line, I lost a bunch of weight and had a bunch of people asking me how to get healthy, how to lose weight. So I ended up talking to you, and you're already life coaching at the time. You're already working with people. You already had Spark going. So I was, it was really interesting catching up. We had long conversations of just things about work and personal and life. And Dom was somebody who was always just super supportive to me. So I always, appreciate him throughout the years doing that. And then this year, really, when I launched my own business called Line Man to Lean Man, where I do nutrition and training and supplements and help people just improve health and primarily lose weight like I did. So that's been kind of the journey. And you've been there the whole way, just guiding me and how to connect with others. And going to Spark Camp in July was awesome too. Just meeting people. So it's been cool, man.
Clank, you're the man. The last thing I'm gonna let you go is, can you share just some of your wins when it comes to Line Man to Lean Man? Like, I'm seeing the testimonials, and just you for a business. I know we talked on the podcast, and you were like, man, I just feel like I need to pull the trigger. You pulled it, and then boom, like the floodgates open. Like, just share a little bit about how that's been for you now that you've been doing it.
Yeah, it's been great. It's something I always thought about doing, but didn't always have the confidence to do. Right? I feel like that's for a lot of us. We know there's something we can do, but we're like, this is a little different than the normal 9-to-5 or corporate or whatever it is. But it's like, I know I can do this, but it's that imposter syndrome. And then once I pulled the trigger, it's really been cool to help plenty of, I don't know, probably at least 10 people down 40 or 50 pounds and a bunch of guys who are really just healthy, getting whole new wardrobes. Business wise, it was cool to be able to go from, not knowing, but taking a leap to within 3 months, getting to 5 figures. So that was really cool. So just being able to support myself and help other people in the process has been really just gratifying. It's really nice to do something where I can help people, still make a living for it, but really feel good and proud of what I do, that I'm making a positive difference.
Yeah. And you're sending pictures. We're in some group chats, and you're sending pictures, and I feel like you just keep getting more and more shredded. Like it's like a continuous thing. So
hey, we're just always trying to get healthy. I wouldn't tell anyone to do something I haven't done. So I like to try out a lot of things. I'm just I don't know. I'm interested in health and alternative health and alternative healing or just however it may be. But I like to learn new things, similar to you, and experiment. So it's fun, man. So I appreciate that. Trying to always get healthy.
Clank, you're the man. I appreciate you. You have 1 minute till 7:30. Have a great night tonight. All right. I appreciate you. I'll see you.
Appreciate you. I'll see you. Bye.
Let's go. Clank is the man. We're going to keep on going with the slides here. I want to hold you guys up. I know we got Thursday Night Football, so let's keep it rolling. Okay. That was our second special guest. Okay. Similar to Clank, I started first contracting. I learned the power of life coaching, and I got offered a really cool opportunity to work with the Spurs. I got a really cool opportunity to stay and work with coach at Alabama. Like, two things right in front of me. I tell people this happened now. They're like, Dom, you're crazy. Why would you do that? It's because I saw the vision. I saw the power of it. It literally, you guys are listening to me speak right now. I'm lit up. I have this much energy because I learned of it. And I told Coach, I said, Coach, I'm sorry. I want to do life coaching stuff. Coach is like, I don't even know how I can help you. You're on your own. I don't know how to help you with that. I can't give you a job with that. I said, Coach, it's fine. I'll figure it out. So I moved to Chicago. Collective Chicago was my first client. I was doing contract work with them for my services, working with guys who were coming out of homelessness from the south and west sides of Chicago. So pretty rough sides if you're familiar with the city. And started doing it part-time and still became obsessed. Took a certification in my free time, and I was like, I want to do this full-time. And I want to do it with athletes. I was an athlete. My dad was an athlete. My brother's an athlete. Everybody I know is an athlete. They need this. This is genuinely a solution. This can help them with their mental health. This can help them after they're done being an athlete. So I was like, I want to start doing it with athletes. November of last year, I left, started doing it full time. We've been running it. We ran 2 big camps this year. Things are starting to really get moving, and I'm excited to keep doing this with athletes. We have a brand new website now. We don't have it in the bottom, but it's sparkcoachin.com without the G. New website just went live a couple hours ago, so you can kind of see some of the updates and things that we're building on there. Just an incredible time. So let's go to the next slide here. Okay, every athlete needs a Spark coach. Okay, so Spark stands for support, purpose, alignment, resilience, and knowledge. Okay, to encompass the service of Spark coaching. In the future, I genuinely believe every single athlete will have a Spark coach. Why? Because athletes need somebody that they can trust. They need somebody that they can talk to, somebody that's not their parents, somebody that's not their coach that wants them to play a certain way and be at the school, somebody that's not their agent that wants them to maybe leave college or sometimes the interests are in the agent or in how much money the athlete can make and not in their own well-being. So I genuinely believe with all my heart, I bet my life on it, and I will continue to. Every single athlete will have a Spark coach, okay? I'm gonna go through this quickly. This is why this industry is the future. The life coaching industry is booming right now. While AI has taken all these other jobs, the online coaching industry is going to continue to grow, and I'll show some numbers on that in a little bit. Everybody's talking about AI. Honestly, I think AI, if you're not some huge AI company, the future is going to be humans. What do we see all the time? Everybody's addicted to their phones all the time, on their phones, screen time, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hours a day. People are getting sick of their phones. They're craving real human interactions. They're craving talking to a human. I'm scrolling on Instagram. I can't tell if this is an AI-generated video or a real video anymore. It's starting to get crazy. Let's go back. The third one, lack of support. There's a lack of support. I felt it when I was an athlete. I got to Alabama, one of the schools in the country with the most money, the most resources, the highest level athletes. There's still a lack of support. You talk to guys in the NFL, there's still a lack of support. It doesn't matter how much money an athlete has. There is a lack of support there. There is a need that's not being filled. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we go. Why is this great for former athletes? Clank touched on it a little bit. One, we get along with people. We know how to communicate. We're competitive. We work hard. This is for somebody that is like a former athlete. This is for somebody that's like them. Okay, why? It's easy to learn. Okay, we don't need 4 years of education. Life coaching is a skill that's easy to learn. You can learn this in 90 days to 6-month period. It's super easy to learn. 2, there's transferable skills. I already talked on that a little bit. So did Clank. And 3, you could do this from anywhere. Okay, I can be here in Windsor, spending time with my family, spending time with my grandma. I could do this from here. I can do a speaking engagement in Texas, Chicago, Florida. We're going to Chicago on Sunday. I can travel and I can still talk to my clients like I will be this weekend. Okay, you can do this genuinely from anywhere. Let's go to the next slides. Okay, why now? Why is now the time to start an athlete life coaching business? Why is now the time to get into this space? Especially if you're thinking about like what can my path be? How can I have an extra stream of income? Is there something else that I can do? Why is now the time for this? 1, NIL. Okay, there's a whole new market. College athletes are now getting paid more money than they ever have before, younger than they ever have before. Okay, and you know what they say? More money, more problems. Okay, the second, the job market's changing. Okay, AI is literally taking millions of jobs. People are cutting people, firing people. There's massive layoffs at huge companies because businesses are taking AI, putting it in the business, and it's doing what 10 people can do in their business. Okay, but the coaching business, working with somebody personally, not only do humans crave it, but it's not going out of business. It's going to continue to grow, and I'll show you the numbers in a little bit. The last one, 2 seconds. The last one is athletes are more stressed than ever. You're seeing it. There's crazy injuries happening, okay, which are separate from this, but athletes, okay, Kyron Lacey and this tragic case last night that I just learned about today, but they're more stressed than ever, okay? Now let's go to the numbers. All right, listen. I coached under Coach Oates at the University of Alabama. He is one of the most statistically gifted coaches. Everything's by the numbers. So if I didn't show some numbers on this presentation today, I couldn't claim myself as being from the Oates tree, okay? So let's talk about mental health. 44% of college athletes report feeling overwhelmed daily, and less than half of them seek help, okay? 35% of elite athletes experience anxiety or depression symptoms during their career. And like Hannah Hall said, sometimes they don't even know how to name it. They don't even know what to say, okay? They don't know what they're experiencing, okay? And then sometimes when they do, they don't want to speak up about it, okay? Financial literacy. 74% of college athletes say that they have no formal training on managing NIL money, taxes, or budgeting, okay? They're trying to bring people in to do workshops, but we don't need workshops, okay? We need somebody with them, holding them accountable. That's the only way things get done, is when you hold people accountable. And the last one, career transitions, okay? Fewer than 2% of NCAA athletes go pro. 98% of them must transition to a new career. What are you going to do? Are you going to go do something you don't like to do? Okay? The college athlete system is just preparing people to go get a job. Here's a piece of paper. Go figure it out. There's nothing on identity, who you are, what your purpose is outside of sports. None of that is taught. Okay? And after retirement, one more. After retirement, 15 to 20% of athletes face serious identity or financial crisis. Okay? And I'm not just talking college athletes. There's tons of pro athletes that go broke after playing too. Okay? Next one. Max, I see you in there. We're almost ready to go. I promise. I'm just going through these. Listen, the online coaching business, okay, athlete life coaching, This is a real business. Okay, people are getting paid real money for this. This is a genuine thing. 3.2 billion valuation in 2022 is projected to grow to 11.7 in 2032. Okay, whatever people need help with, people are always going to create a coaching business around that thing. They need help with weight loss, there's going to be a coaching business for that. They need help with implementing AI in their business, there's going to be a coaching business for that. People need help learning how to work a computer, there's going to be a coaching business around that. People need help transitioning from their career to a job they love or starting a business, there's going to be a coaching business around that. The coaching businesses are not going anywhere. Okay, we can go to the next slide. Here we go. Third guest. All right, he's been waiting. Okay. Third guest. Yes. He should be coming on live soon. Okay. My good friend literally was just at his game. He has another one coming up against the Giants and my brother. We're going to play that game. Max, this is 100% needed. Okay. And whoever's not live today is going to miss out what we have at the end. Like, people are leaving. They're going to miss out what we have at the end. I'm going to be giving away something that is just not common. So, my brother's on the call. Let's go. Brother, what is going on?
Can you see?
I can see you and I can hear you. Yes.
All right, nice.
What's up, brother? Just got home from practice. How are you feeling today?
I'm good, man.
Well, I'm very happy to have you on today. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I will ask you, introduce yourself a little bit, who you are, and where you are right now, just so people in the chat know if they've never heard of you or don't see you.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to say that haircut goes crazy. But second of all, I will say, hey guys, my name is Kadi Alashika. I think my journey, I'm an NFL player. I play for the Detroit Lions. I've been playing football for 10 years, college, and plus if you count high school and junior high and all that stuff. I was a finance major, a double major, finance and marketing. Nigerian, blessed with both parents, siblings, 2 of them, and a wife. So yeah,
Just got married. Let's go.
just got married. Yeah.
Big shout out to you for the marriage. We went to Miami with the fam. That was a great time.
But whole family pulled up.
Yes. Now, can you talk to us, for people that aren't on the inside, right? Genuinely, whatever you feel comfortable with sharing. What's the real life like? Like a quick summary of being an NFL player. Like, what are the things that people don't know about, or if there's challenges outside of sports? Like, is there things that people that aren't really public that are kind of tough to go through that you feel comfortable sharing?
I'd say you learn, everybody grows individually in aspects of life, and the NFL really makes you grow an individual to be able to mature. Every day you go in, your job's on the line, somebody's behind you, someone you're chasing in front of you. And while all that's going on, like, you're still getting married, you're still wanting to do things with your friends, you're still wanting to live life and like be young and all that. And you really have to separate the professional and the, just chill guy that you are, and take things really serious and also relax. And finding the time to relax is super important, for you and everybody around you. Like we just said, I just got married. So, like, being good in my marriage as a husband, and also pushing to get starts in the league and go against these guys, and watching film, but also taking the time to like help make dinner, or watching more film and then trying to walk the dog, or watching film some more, or so it's just stuff like that. It really grows you, matures you. Time management definitely builds. If you don't have the skill, you learn it really quickly. Luckily I did. But yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing. I know it can be stressful, and even from talking with my brother and some of the other guys too, it's like the pressure to perform and to know it's a job. Like, it's a job. You watch guys out there, it's a job, and it's a business. Yeah. So my last one is, I'll let you go after this one. You know me for a while, right? So it's been what? Feels like 10 years now.
10 years. I think it actually, 20, it's almost 9.
Yeah. So is there anything about, our relationship has evolved over the years, but is there anything about our relationship that you feel like has been supportive. I know there's definitely been times when it hasn't been supportive. But when it comes to like life, like not just sports, like life.
Well, I'm getting soft, I guess. Having you is like having another brother. I've said that to you. I've said that to a ton of people. We're very like-minded. So really, I can bounce things back and forth with you, like thoughts and deep conversations. And like, when I say things are stressful or very professional, and then there's time to relax and just have abstract thoughts or mystery theories or whatever, like that's the type of stuff we get into. That relationship with you helps every other aspect of the professional side of me, because I can chill and just be who I am, as you've known me for 9 years and this long, and roommates and all of that. And I know your whole family, and we play poker and like all that stuff. Pancakes on Saturdays, like Amy has probably seen us now. Like, yeah, you ate all the pancakes when I come. That's a full story for another time. But yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like, it's been a blessing. Our relationship has been awesome, and definitely don't take it for granted. Um, yeah, I'd say the most important thing is it's like having another brother, and it helps me on my relaxed side because I'm always in my professional side. That's the best way to sum it up.
I appreciate it, bro. That's love. I appreciate you coming on. It means the world. You literally hopped over when you were going through crazy life things. You said, no, Dom, you know what? I'm still coming to camp. And just, you're going to be a brother for life. So you came on the first launch. We're going to have more of these, but this is the first one, and it's always something special about the first one. So love you, brother. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get back to it, but I appreciate you hopping on.
All right, dog. Love you.
See you, dude.
See you.
See you soon.
Yep.
All right. Let's roll. Okay. We're back to it. See, people are starting to weed off now. There's starting to be some people that are starting to weed off. I want the people that actually want to be here to stay on for the whole time. So I'm really happy that we're doing this. Okay, listen. There's 12 people on here right now. I'm not sure. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a former athlete, or you are currently an athlete, or you may be in limbo, or you're working something, or you're somebody that is kind of intrigued by what this is and you want to learn more about it. Okay? Because if we don't have people here that want that, I am going to honestly skip these next 5 and just get to the end. But I want to use these next 5 to really share some stuff that I'm not gatekeeping anymore. I told people before this, so like, what are you going to do? What are you going to say on there? I'm not going to gatekeep anymore. So they said just share what you know honestly. They said just let it out. So yes, Max is coming on soon. Yeah. So okay, all right. We got enough ones. I'm going to go. Okay, let's go. So listen, we talked about athlete life coaching. We talked about how to start your coaching business. This is something I've worked with Clank on. This is something that a lot of athletes I think can do and should do. Okay, and there's some people in here that I know could really do this and start doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the Spark framework. It's 5 steps so that you can start this today. You can start this in the next 30 days. Okay, so number 1, okay, you need to know what your story is. You need to know what your story is. At the beginning, I had a story. I shared my story with you, why I'm doing this, why I'm building out this business and nonprofit, right? I have a story. Clank has a story. If you go to Clank's Instagram, Clank, he was overweight, and he's always kind of struggled with these health things since he was like even in high school. And he turned that into something. You need to know what your story is. What niche are you in? Your story is going to help you build your niche, okay? So P's the second one. P is purpose. Once you understand your story, you can start to get curious and you can start to figure out what your purpose is, okay? And I wrote this in my book, and there's only, 11 people here right now, but if you look at your hands, and I ask this to people all the time, you start to realize that you're in a human body. Like when I started to genuinely think about this, we are going to die. It might sound crazy. We are genuinely going to die. What are we doing? What are you doing here? Are you doing something that you really want to be doing? Is there something that you could be doing more of? Right? What is your purpose? Why are you here? What's your mission? Okay? That's the second one. The third one is action. You need to set things up. You need to put yourself in environments that you can have ideal clients. You need to start speaking. You need to start posting content. You need to start sharing your message. You create the LLC, learn the sales skills, learn the marketing. Max is going to come on here and share some things later, but you need to learn. You need to actually take the steps. I was talking with these guys yesterday. He said, yeah, Dom, I have this idea. I think I want to do this thing. I said, listen, if you don't act on the idea is in the 4th dimension. It comes down to the 3rd dimension, and it comes to you that we can perceive the 3rd dimension. And if you don't act on it, it's going to go back up and it's going to give it to somebody else. Okay, so you need to act. Take action now. Invest in the thing. Build your skills. You need to go right now. Okay. R is reach. Content. You need to reach. Your message, your story, your purpose, your action needs to reach other people. Other people need to know what you're doing. Other people need to hear your message. If they don't know that you exist, they can't pay for your services. They can't sign up for anything. They can't get your book. People need to know that you exist. You need to get out there. Okay, and the last one is K. You need to keep going. Okay, this is a Spark framework. If you do these 5 steps, okay, if you log off right now and you generally do these 5 steps, you can start a coaching business. Okay, you don't need money to start it. This is something I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe all former athletes, people that care about athletes, you can start doing this. You can add it onto your services if you're a strength coach. You can add it onto your services if you're a trainer. If you're somebody who's maybe in corporate or something, you can start doing this part-time before you leave full-time. This is something that you can start doing today. Okay? Next one. This is how I started. This is genuinely how I started. This is a picture of me in Alabama, and I am fresh out of college, and I would work until 9:30, 10 at night, and I would come home, shower, put the light on, just like this, except it wasn't this cool of a setup. Big shout out to Bikram. I hope you guys come show your face after, but and I would just speak to the camera, just exactly what I'm doing right now. I would speak, and I had no likes. I didn't know what I was doing, and I put the honey stingers in there because I was making so little money. I'm not going to say the number, but I was making so little money that I had to take the money that I did have, and I had to pay rent, and I didn't have money to buy food. I had no money for groceries. So they had a little snack closet, and I would go in the snack closet, and they had the snacks that they would give the athletes, and I would take those, and I was literally living off honey stinger chewies and these waffles right here. I ate tons of these waffles. That's what I was living off of. Okay? So this is genuinely how I started. You can start a coaching business with nothing. You don't need a lot, okay? All you need to do is take action. You need to know your story and start sharing it. Start sharing it, okay? Now's what I'm going to release, okay? We have 13 people on here, okay? You stayed to the end. These are the people that actually care. I have people on here that actually care, okay? And listen, let's just go to the next slide, okay? This is what we're releasing. We're releasing the Athlete Life Coach Program. Okay, a new way to support athletes and monetize your experience. Okay, and because you're here, you're going to get something at the end that people that aren't here, that didn't show up, but that will want this in the future are not going to get. Okay, and just this year alone, there's been more than 90 people that have reached out to me that said they wanted to do this. And right now, we're giving it away. Okay, so let's release it. This is a full certification program. Okay, this isn't a course, go buy my course. No, this is a full certification program. You get a certification. Okay, there's 80 lessons, 6 modules, 6 sections per module. That's 36 total sections. Okay, this certification meets the ICF standard, which is the governing body for the life coaching industry, and it's a real certification. Okay, you have a genuine certification that gets given to you after you complete the final exam. This is more value for the price than you'll get anywhere else, and you can go do your research on it, and I encourage you to, okay? Next, what do you get? You get the Spark Finder, okay? This is a short workbook to figure out what your purpose is and turn that into your niche. The biggest problem is going to be finding your niche. You need to know exactly what your niche is. This workbook is 13 pages. The book was about 52 pages. Some people said it was too long. Some people didn't like reading. This is a simple workbook. You start, you finish it, you know exactly what your purpose is. There's been people that have taken it. It's good. Okay, this one changed my life. Next one is the playbook. Okay, 300 plus page playbook. Everything you need. If you want to do this, it's in here. Okay, this is a game changer. It took tons of time building this thing. Okay, working on it, refining it. Okay, getting it branded. Okay, it's big time. Okay, it teaches you the skills of the athlete life coaching business and everything you need to know to get started. Okay, next, my book. Okay, I'm giving away my book. My book, you can get it for free right now. If you're looking at this and you're going to be like, yeah, Dom, I don't think I want to pay for anything, you can go to my book right now. After this, my book is probably going to be something that I charge money for, because when people pay, they pay attention. What you invest your money into grows. What you invest your energy in grows. I'm sitting down with Bikram right now, one of the best photographers, videographers, talented creatives in the city. And me and him, he always says, I will go like this and I'll invest in my business. I will invest in my business like this. Why? Because I know it's going to pay off in the future. I know it's going to pay off in the future. And he told me a story the other day. What was the story about Picasso? You said Picasso. You said somebody came up to you, to Picasso, and they asked Picasso, I want a painting. Picasso did the painting quickly, and they asked him, he did it in 30 minutes. And Picasso said, that's going to cost you $30,000. And he said, $30,000? Are you kidding me? He said, dude, this took me 30 years to build this skill. Okay, it's going to cost $30,000. Okay, that's what it is. That's what happens when you invest in yourself. Okay, next one, last, we're given resources. These resources are like insane. Okay, there's just extra stuff, and we're gonna show what it is a little bit later. But it's 25 plus resources. Learn the skills, land paying clients, and start helping more athletes right now. Okay, next. We have an athlete that's already taking this right now. Okay, some of you might recognize Chandler. Okay, he was at camp. He's liking this right now. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read what he said. He can't be here today, but I'm going to read what he said. I was playing basketball overseas in the Netherlands and Europe. I was always interested in psychology and sports when I was in high school. Something I learned from this was being able to walk through steps and keys on being emotionally intelligent, because this is a valuable skill in today's society. Now I feel more aware and can read people even better. Recently, I finished my season overseas. I'm still working out, but I'm a substitute teacher while taking the certification course. I believe that all athletes need this information, and would say the most fulfilling part is knowing that I will soon be out there helping athletes everywhere to tap into their full potential. Okay? Chan's taking this right now. All right, next. We have somebody that's coming on live. Okay? Max, come on. Come on the live call. 53 minutes. I'm trying to get you guys out of here before 8:15 Thursday Night Football if you want to watch the game. This is kind of cool. This is my first time doing a live stream like this. The lighting is sick. If nothing else, the lighting's sick. Max, are we live, brother? This one's going to change people's lives, dude. This one changed my life. Let's go. Yo! That's
Can you
quite
see
loud
me?
in the
Can
mic.
you hear me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me get this water bottle out of here. Max, what's up, brother? Introduce yourself to the live. For people that don't know you, tell them who you are. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Max Michelle here. Excited to be here. It's a blessing. Dom, thank you so much. Number one. I played football at University of Buffalo. I was there for a 6-piece, guys, a long time. I was there for 6 years. It was a great experience. Battled a lot of injuries. I even started a nonprofit while I was there. So it really ties into what we're talking about right now. The nonprofit was set to help athletes through this transition, find their identity beyond sports. Dealing with the injuries, I really saw the purpose. I really saw the disconnect when it comes to life after sports. So, I'm glad to be a part of this thing. It's going to be big.
Let's go. And you were at camp too, and you brought the juice at camp.
Ooh,
So,
camp is lit.
yeah. So, Max, talk to them about, your story is crazy in general. And we could probably be on an hour-long podcast just talking, and like people would be inspired just from hearing your story. But talk specifically about some of the problems that some of the challenges transitioning out of sports, like life, career. You just got engaged, by the way. Congrats on just getting engaged. But talk about some of the challenges as you're coming out of being an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Career stuff.
Yes. So, obviously, like I said, I was dealing with a bunch of injuries, playing sports. The way my career ended was with an injury as well. First day of training for pro day, I ended up tearing my groin doing a baseline 40. So I was battling from behind, kind of fighting that dark cloud, trying to keep the hope alive. I battled through training. It didn't turn into anything. Had some calls. Did a little thing with the Bills, but like I said, didn't turn into anything. Obviously, playing sports. If you played sports before, you take that on your shoulders as I'm gonna be the breadwinner. I'm gonna change my family's life generationally. All these things. So when that doesn't happen, it's tough. So I dealt with a lot of mental health issues. I was bouncing from job to job. I couldn't really keep a job. I got fired from a job for smacking somebody. That's a story for a different day. I was struggling, okay, to say the least. Financially struggling as well. I know you talked about your Stinger situation. Mine was PB&J's, brother. I I was rationing like 3 PB&J sandwiches a day, taking a bite at work every 30 minutes just to make sure it lasts the whole shift. It was tough, man. I bounced back and forth, probably between like 3 or 4 or 5 jobs. Did door-to-door sales. I did debt collecting for a while. I was working at the gym. Ultimately, ended up working in car sales, and that's kind of when I jumped on the program here, taking the course. I mean, even through that time that I was bouncing job to job, we hopped on the phone. I was crying to you about just feeling out of place, feeling stuck. Just nothing fulfilling was going on in my life, bro. That was before I met my wonderful fiance now. But I mean, since we've been having those conversations, since taking the course, really a complete 180, bro. You know what I mean?
Share what's happened.
Yeah.
Like you've had some big wins. I'm gonna be honest. You've had some big wins, and they've happened pretty quickly. So
Come on.
yeah.
Come on. So I started the course this summer, or spring it was, kind of throughout the summer while I was working in the car sales. Like I said, hating my life. I just didn't want to be at work. Sales is a great skill to learn, and I was happy to learn it, but it was just the time commitment and things like that. It was just unfulfilled, bro. But started taking the course, things really start to fall into place. You know what I mean? Since taking the course and finishing it, I quit my job, my 9 to 5. So I have a new opportunity that I was praying for in remote sales. So, I mean, crazy income potential, freedom potential when it comes to time freedom and all those things. And now I'm kind of full-fledged, full force, able to spend some time working on my purpose and building my brand. Like I said, like you said, got engaged, bro. So amazing. It's been a ride, bro. So I'm excited for what's to come. Have these resources, have the course, have you in my corner. I can see the horizon, bro. I'm at peace, and it feels amazing. It really does.
I put something on my story like that the other day. It's like when the finish line's there, like when you see the light, like you just have to have the courage to like just keep going through it. And you've been going through it. So, and it's so funny though, because you're literally right at the end and you're about to finish it and you're about to get the certification and you work on the exams today and you're like, yo, Dom, this exam's hard, bro.
Bro, it's funny because it's 6 questions, but it's a tough one. So
yeah,
but, I mean, great information. Like I said, bro, going through it, it was digestible. I'm in sales, so some of the stuff in there, I got my degree in marketing. The stuff in there is top notch, bro. Like, I mean, I really deep dive into sales, marketing, things like that. Business is my forte. That stuff in there. I mean, I've paid for different training courses, $10,000, $15,000 spent looking for somewhere to fit in. This is exactly that type of knowledge and information, bro. It's years of experience in this thing right here, bro. For real.
I appreciate you sharing that. And people, they're going to get a chance to check it out before if they want to learn more about it. But I'm grateful for you coming on, hopping on this thing, patient, waiting all the way to the end. We had 3 other people before you. You're texting the chat talking about you're going to be the last one, but I appreciate you hopping on, brother.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me, man. For real. Everyone, tap in, man. Spark.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
The man. See you later, brother.
Have a good one, bro. God bless.
All right. Max said, talking about investing $10,000 into sales programs, it's not uncommon at all. If you guys knew what I invested into this before I finally got it going, it was like 3 times that. And it was ridiculous. Everything from my job, just putting into it. Okay. So this is what's inside the course. What's inside the certification program. The full certification program, it's worth $3,500. That's what it's worth. The full coaching playbook's worth $350. The Spark Finder's worth $40. The resources are at least $40, probably definitely more than that. And the book is going to go up for $20. Okay. Total, all of this stuff is valued at very generously $4,000. Okay. But that's not what we're going to offer today. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Why did I write the book? I wrote the book because I was going through genuinely one of the most challenging times of my life, in the hardest time of my life. And I was looking for answers, and I was finding answers in different books. And it took me so long to get things going. 2 whole years. This is a 2-year anniversary of starting Spark Coaching. Okay. And this year is when we've had some big wins. I wish I had something like this when I was starting. Okay. When I was in a place where it was dark and I needed an answer when it came to figuring out which direction, what career is best for me. How can I find my niche? What's my niche? How can I market myself? right? How can I land speaking engagements? Like a speaking engagement now, and I'm not saying this to brag or anything, and I swear, I'm just being genuinely honest. Somebody will ask me what your prices are for a speaking engagement. And when I tell them, it's literally more than what I was making in a month at Alabama, eating the stingers. Like it's like night and day. And Max is sharing his wins and Clank's sharing his wins. I wrote the book because athletes needed something, an answer, something, a playbook to help them when they're leaving college, when they're leaving being an athlete, to find that next thing. This is that. And I gave it away for free for a reason, because I couldn't afford it. I genuinely couldn't. I was trying my best to invest in myself, but I was eating stingers. So let's go to the next one. This is what the full price is going to be. So there's 12 people on here right now, okay? Everybody who's not on the call, this is what the price is going to be, okay? $12.97. That is like the lowest that we can bring it down to. From now moving forward, that's what it's going to be. 4 payments of $325, okay? But let's go to the next slide, okay? So that's what it's valued at, $12.97, 4 times $325, okay? I realize it's to the point where when you do things that have so much stuff in it, you just can't give it away for free. I would love to give this away for free, but when people pay, they pay attention. And when they don't pay attention. You don't get the value. You don't get the transformation if you don't invest into yourself and invest into it. So let's go to the next slide, okay? Because we have 12 people on the live right now, okay? Because there's people that stayed, because there's people at the beginning. I told my guys here, there's always something about people who are there at the beginning. They genuinely care. They want to support you. They want to learn. People that stayed all this time to the end. You want to know what it is, okay? This is what we're going to put it on here today, all right? This is what we're going to offer it at. Let's go to the next slide, okay? For the next 12 hours, this is what the price is going to be, okay? Ridiculously low, okay? If you want this, now is the opportunity to get it, okay? It's $497, 2 payments of $250 per month, okay? And if this is something that you want and you're genuinely saying, yo, Dom, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have $250. I don't have it. But you want to do this, reach out to me, okay? I'm charging because I need to charge, okay? I'm charging because if I don't, you're not going to get the value in it. But the stuff that's in here changed my life, and there's people on here vouching for it today, okay? So this is what it is. It's a full certification, $3,500. It's a full playbook, $350. It's a Spark Finder, okay? Which that in itself would open your eyes to what your next path could be, even if it's not online coaching, okay? It might be singing. It might be creating content. You have to find it and what's your niche? How can you turn it into something that can actually be fulfilling for you, okay? Resources, second act, $497, okay? That's what it is, all right? So for the next 12 hours, we're going to close this at 12 noon tomorrow, okay? So at 12 noon tomorrow, the offer is going to be done. The $497 offer is going to be done. And at 12 noon, it's going to go back up to $12.97. I'm just going to be honest. This is the lowest that it will ever be, okay? We're never going to go lower than this. There's 90 people. People are reaching out to me. They want to do this. I gave them the opportunity to do this live, okay? But now we reach back out. It's not going to be the $497, the $250 a month. It's going to be more. And when it gains traction, when we run more events and everything like that, it's going to be more in the future. So for the next 12 hours, we're going to leave this up. We're going to put this in the group chat, okay? And this is something that we're offering now too, okay? So we did the camps, we did podcasts, we did YouTube videos, and a lot of people were kind of asking me, yo, Dom, why are you doing all this stuff? Why did you leave playing sports? You got drafted. You could have done this. Why did you leave coaching basketball? You're in a good opportunity. You're working with, I just did a speaking engagement 2 days ago for the school board. And after you do the speaking engagement, you have dinner. And I'm eating dinner with some of the people that are on the board. And they're asking me about my journey, my experience. And I said, yeah, I was working with guys. I started this thing working with guys in Chicago that were homeless. They said, whoa, you're working with guys that are homeless? Like, that's kind of interesting. And I said, you don't understand. You don't understand when you know what you're supposed to do. You just know, and other people are going to think you're crazy, and eventually, boom, it works. And all of a sudden you're not crazy. And all of a sudden everybody thinks you're a genius all along. So if you're starting this and you genuinely want to do this at the beginning, some people might think you're crazy. Some people might think you're posting content, they think you're cringe or whatever, and then boom, it works. And you're like Clank, and he's having a date tonight. I'm just gonna say that he's having a date tonight, and wins. So, anyways, yeah, so much work went into this. So much work went into the last ones. If you stayed this long, I really appreciate you. 106 comments, holy. Can we get it in the chat? It's in there? Okay, it's in the chat. Okay, perfect. It should be on the way. If you have any questions for me, like if you have any questions about it, so once you tap the link, if you want to learn more about it, tap the link. You're going to see everything that's in there. Like if you have questions about it, the questions will probably be answered. All the modules, there's a description. It tells you exactly what's in there. It shows you like all the resources that are in there. It tells you the name of everything. So if you're like, yeah, this is kind of sketchy, like the names of everything are in there. Okay, you get the final exams there. You get a genuine certification. We can show you what it looks like, whatever you want. If this is something that you want, it's available today. It's available right now. So we worked on this. We built this up. This took 2 years, and the idea came a while ago, but I needed to actually do the things that I was putting in there. You can't sell something that you would never buy yourself. You can't sell something that doesn't work. You can't write a book on something you've never done before. So I needed to prove that all this stuff works, and I needed to work with other people to make sure that it worked. We ran the camps. We have even more athletes that we're doing, and we're making sure that it works. Now was the time. And part of me was thinking, should I wait till next year and we run a whole bunch more stuff? Should I see like when else I can do it? Like, is there something else I can do? No. Athletes need this now. AI is coming now. The job market and things are happening now. We need this now. And honestly, I just pulled the trigger. Like I wasn't ready to do the launch. Like we were last minute getting lights in here today. Like I'm working on the slides today because I'm like, we need to get this out now. This needs to happen now. So we're dropping it now. If you want to learn more about it, if you think this can be for you, and you're kind of on the fence, reach out to me before 12. I'm genuinely being serious. When at 12 tomorrow, we're changing it, and we're not going to go back on it. That's just because it has to be integrity. Like I have to be honest with people. So is it in the chat? I didn't see it yet. It is? Okay. Are we for sure? Can we scroll up a little bit in the chat and see? I can't see it. We still have 16 people on live. I thought people would log off by now. You guys can log off if you want to. You guys are real ones. And we're done before 8:15. Mo's got a jersey. We're just having fun at this point. So Mo's got a jersey. Okay. We gotta shout this out in the live. 1 of 1. Nobody has this jersey. Nobody. My mom couldn't even get this jersey. My mom's probably on this. My mom can't even get this jersey. Okay. Buffalo jersey, authentic, 1 of 1. Okay. You can't get this anywhere. All right. Mo brought this. Big shout out to Mo. Mo, come. You don't have a Spark shirt on or anything. Honestly, you probably got to put on the Spark on the jersey. Anyways, we're launched. So much work went into this, guys. I'm telling you, if you want to feel more alive than you've ever felt in your life, do a launch. Launch something. Launch a book. Launch a camp. Launch like a podcast. Launch a certification. Like, I feel more alive doing this than I was when I was an athlete. I genuinely do. I feel like when I go do a speaking engagement, I feel like that. I feel like I'm putting on my jersey. I feel like I'm going out there, except I'm not like going to break my neck. You know what I mean? So anyways, it's like we just crossed the finish line. So part of me didn't believe that this was possible, and we're here. So let's go. All right. Hey, the boys are here. Listen. Can we get a dun for the team, because the team showed up and balled out. You guys helped out, man.
Frank, I want to give Frank a quick shout out.
All right, listen. These are the boys behind the scenes. Can we get a big shout out to Bick, the camera, the lighting, the backdrop, the mic, learning how to use a whole brand new software off the rip. Didn't even know how to do this. First time, big shout out to Bick. All right, Mo pulling up. BTS content, everything that we need. Okay, these are the guys. All right. Huge
Shout
shout
out
out to you
Damo, for real.
guys. You guys are real one. The launch is done.
This is the whole setup right here.
This is the whole setup.
This is it.
You guys see it? Okay, we're live. We're live for real out here. This is a real setup. WWW.
Shout out Vision Studio.
Shout out Vision Studios. 147 comments in the chat. Jeez, man. Let's go.
Hey, Max said add me back, man. Let's do a stream on stream. Once back on stream.
Let's go. We can get Max. Honestly,
You want to jump back on?
if you want to jump back on, we can run it. How many viewers do we have still? Can people log off?
Nah, just not everyone in the chat right now. It's like
We have 7 people.
you got the family in the chat only right now.
Got
Even
you.
the chat still, it's like
Got you.
that's a big W.
Frank said Hormozy-esque. Yeah, dude. We're going live. We're doing a launch.
Hey, shout out
We're doing a
Ron,
launch. We're
shout out
launching.
to the chat.
And this isn't going to be the first. This is going to be the first one. We're going to launch more. We're going to do more webinars.
Hey, frankly, we need the link though. The link's not dropping in the chat.
I dropped it,
I've
but
been pasting it, but I haven't.
Still no link yet. Gosh, yeah, I knew that was going to be a problem.
I don't think they let us post a link. Maybe
We did a whole launch.
Max is calling.
We did a whole launch, no link. That's a problem.
For the other story. Drop the other story.
Yeah, we could do that. Yo, Max. Guys are asking for the link.
Yo, 24-hour stream.
Don't tempt me, bro.
Yo, 24 hours.
Don't tempt me.
I'll stay up, bro.
Don't tempt me.
Come on, man.
What did
we got
Nems-
12 here. It went from 9 to 12, bro. When I jumped back on, let's get it.
Okay.
13.
I'm gonna throw the link on my story. Let me throw the link on my story if people want it.
Oh,
I have a
we
time
back
limit
up.
on Instagram.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
man.
Spark viewers, we're about to go 24 hours straight. Subathon, let's get it.
Hey yo Max, we need to know why you smacked that man at your job, bro. Why would you do that? For real.
Man, I probably should have said that on live.
My bad.
Nah, brother.
You're being authentic, you know. People know when people aren't telling the truth. You know what I mean? And
Let me
that's
tell
something that
something.
you
When you're
always
an
do.
athlete- When you're an athlete, bro, and you are around a certain type of person and people and standards and things like that, holding people accountable, when you get into the real world, bro, that's not that common, if I'm being honest. That was one of my first times in the real world. So, I didn't have my real world legs yet. So I handled that situation the wrong way. Okay, this guy was being annoying, doing things he shouldn't have been, bro. I ended up smacking him in his face.
Now, how hard was the smack? Are you allowed to tell us?
I wasn't that hard, bro. He did something very disrespectful too. So, I mean, I probably should have done worse, if I'm being honest. But hey,
Was it like a little was it like a backhand slap? Like was it like personal?
it was disrespectful. It was a backhand. It was a backhand smack.
You're lying.
I swear, bro.
Jeez.
Lie for. I'll give you the details. This guy blew his vape in my face. So through the cloud of smoke, backhanded.
Oh my gosh.
Not
dude.
proud of it. That's life, man. You go through trials and tribulations and you figure it out. Now I'm here living my purpose, feeling happy, man. I got a dog, I got a fiance. Let's do it.
Can you show us the dog? Can we get the dog on the stream?
Oh, let's get the dog on the stream.
Can we get the
Say-
dog on the stream?
Wake up. Come here. Let's go.
8:16 p.m. My mom loves dogs. Do we have any? How many viewers do we have? 13? Oh my gosh, we're back up to 13.
Yo, dogs on the stream, guys.
Oh my goodness. 16 viewers. Okay, listen. We're still live on the stream, okay? And technically the offer's up till 12 tomorrow, noon. So I posted it on my story. We weren't able to get the product in the comments. So crazy. We did a whole stream, couldn't get the product in the comments. That's on me. That's on me for sure. W in the chat. we also have the product on the story. Max, sorry to cut off the dog there. Yeah, shout out Jameis. My brother loves Jameis, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Jameis
he's
is
really
that
locked
boy.
in. That's fire.
So
Your brother's been doing pretty well too, man.
yeah, he stiff armed somebody. We're gonna go see him this weekend, and hopefully he gets another one like that. So,
You said we?
are you trying to pull up to Chicago?
Boss, I'm trying to. Come on, man. I quit my job. Come on. Come on. Spark allowed me to quit my job. Come on.
If you want to pull up to Chicago, the game's Sunday. We can probably get you a ticket.
Yo, we got 12 people on here that's heard that. You guys heard that? Let's go. Come on. When do I need to let you know by, brother? Yesterday.
Shit. Yeah. Tomorrow at noon.
And it's
All
this
right.
Sunday.
This Sunday, yeah. But there is going to be a game in Detroit. So if you want to come back for some Nanaimo bars, see the fam, see
Ooh.
Coyote too, Giants.
Ooh.
Yeah, Giants in Detroit. Yeah.
That's the one I'm at. Hey, lock it in right here, chat. Dubs in the chat for me. Dubs in
I
the
think-
chat so we can get to that game.
I think Jack Clank's coming to that one too. So
Come on, lean man. Now I can't eat what I want to. Nutrition is coming. It's all right. Let's turn up.
Max, when is the wedding? Talk to us a little bit about the process, because there's some people out there that they're in relationships and they don't really know, or some people that aren't in relationships, right? How did you know that your fiance was the one, and when is the wedding gonna happen?
Okay, listen, man, guys. First of all, the wedding, not my job. Okay, I did the engagement thing, surprise, we cry, snot bubbles. That's it. That was my plan. Okay, I did my job. I'm done. I don't want to think about the wedding. Okay, she wants destination. I don't know. I'm just surviving, bro. But listen, it was a pretty rough time in my life. Like I said, I was going through that transition. The reason why I knew she was the one, obviously, you got to be attracted. Number one, guys. Come on, that's not
Okay.
there.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Growth mindset. Willing to learn. Because it's never going to be perfect. The grass is not greener anywhere, bro. There's going to be something that's missing, right?
Yeah.
If they are willing to learn, skills can be taught, skills can be learned, skills can be picked up, habits can be broken, new habits can be learned, right? It's a journey. It's a process. You're a team. So I found someone that, first of all, attracted to, has the mindset to grow. Also, this was the most important thing for me. Reminds me of who I am when I forget. When I'm going through some, you can't always be on, bro. I know if you know me, I'm always on. I'm not. Okay? Sometimes I'm not, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I get home, it's a lot to be the guy, right? So having somebody that can, plug you in, recharge you, bro, remind you who you are, to pour back into you, that's very, very important. And I was at my lowest, bro, right smack after the injury, bro. I'm talking about laying on the ground, crying, texting her. Hey, it's going to be okay. I believe in you. You built for this. Da, da, da. In a moment, bro. So that's kind of where I knew, like, dang, I got a real one, man.
Yeah. And I could tell she's a very good influence on you too. And I've seen you in different phases, and I could tell she's a really good influence on you. So
Let me tell you something.
I'm very happy that she's in your life.
You have a fiance, bro. Listen, I just quit my job, okay? Right now, my income is not guaranteed. You need to have a great partner to even have the confidence to be able to do something like that. You know what I mean? Obviously, as a man, I'm more old-fashioned. I want to be the provider. I want to, you know what I'm saying, make sure things are going straight, stable. Baby, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Right now, that is not completely the case. You know what I'm saying? So to have someone who encourages you to chase your dreams and, trust that things are going to get worked out and figured out, and just to push you to do things like that, to attack the thing that might be a little bit scary. It's important. So
Yeah.
that doesn't come often, bro. So I had to give her a fat ring.
You did already,
So-
didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Fat ring.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. I'm
mean-
not in the market for rings, but it's very nice. So maybe one day I will be. So,
brother.
anyways, congratulations again.
Thank you.
We have 16 people here, so we should probably put the offer up. Let's put the offer up there.
Put it up
Actually,
there.
can we get a horn for Max? Can we get a horn for Max?
Yo, we went from nine.
Max is the man for real.
nine
Max is the
people
man.
Here. We turned the energy up.
Let's put the offer up.
Dubs in the chat.
Can you comment
want
my
to see
Instagram
a 24-hour stream?
handle? Dom Monson. Okay.
Oh,
What we're gonna do-
that Canadian crack.
What we're gonna do is, oh god, and you know what's so crazy? There is so many athletes. There's so many people that need this, and I just, man, if you know me and you want this, let me know. Okay, if you know me and you want this, let me know. All right. It's on my story on Instagram. Okay, we're gonna put my Instagram handle in the chat. For some reason, we couldn't put the actual link to it in the chat. I would have loved that, but I put it live on my story. So, Max, you have a question?
I do have a question.
Yes.
Is there a way? Because I mean, obviously, the people that are in this chat, you want to make sure that they take advantage of this this amazing deal. And if people weren't live here, screw them. You ain't getting the deal.
Yeah.
Maybe because we couldn't put it in this chat, they take a screenshot of them in the live or something so you can verify. I don't know.
That's it.
Because somebody might hit you up. Hey, oh, whoa, what's going on? What's this?
Yeah.
Brother, you wasn't here, brother.
That's a good point.
Sister, you
And
wasn't here.
I will say, if word spreads, I'm keeping it open until 12
Okay.
tomorrow.
Let's-
Because
let's look at
word
this
might
generous
spread,
guy.
right?
Look at this
So-
generous guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tried to get him. Hey, this guy has a big heart, man.
If they want it, and they were on the live, they can have it. It's sparkcoaching.podia.com. And we can put that in the chat. Yeah. sparkcoaching.podia.com.
Hey, team, drop that in the chat.
Not on the stream. Not on the stream. Big shout out to 94 Feet. 94 Feet came out to our last camp and went crazy on the content for us, went crazy on the video, brought great energy. And that's another thing, too. I hope you guys saw from the people that we brought on the stream, we only want good people a part of Spark. Good people, good energy. No egos, no, hoo-yah. Like, we have good people that care. Good people at the camps, good people in the community, okay? And it's gonna stay that way best we can. So, huge shout out to 94 Feet for coming out to camp. We see you in the chat. This is the website right here. sparkcoaching.podia.com. It should be the website, okay? Let me make sure.
These hoodies are for sale, brother?
Say it again.
Your hoodies for sale?
Would you like one?
I need one.
Okay, we can get some more made. If you would also like a hoodie, you know what, Max? That's what we can do. That's what we can do. If people in this chat, yes, this is what we're doing. If people in this chat, how many viewers do we have? Can we look at how many viewers? We have 13 viewers. If people in this chat decide that they want the certification program and they buy it, we will ship you a Spark hoodie for free. Can we get a horn? Can we get a horn? We will ship you a Spark hoodie for free. Max, that's a great idea. That was a great idea. What more can we do? Let's think about some more creative ways for people that want to support the mission. Now, all the proceeds from this, guess what they're going to? They're going to Spark camps. They're going to the youth. They're going so we can provide meals for the kids. They're going to Impact so we can educate more youth athletes on financial literacy, on mental health, right? On career transitions, so that they know themselves outside of sports, so that when they're a college athlete, they don't have to go work jobs they don't like. They know what they got to do after. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Come on.
So
Come on. Knowledge. Hoodie.
we will
Come
ship
on,
you.
man.
We will ship you a Spark hoodie. Now, Max, are you messing with it? Should we put it in the left breastplate?
Bro, I
Instead
like
of
that
the middle?
so much, bro. That thing is fire. It's clean.
should we have Spark Coaching instead of just a logo, or is a logo good enough?
Logo's great, bro.
Too
I mean,
big? Is it too big?
no. When I saw you in that, I said I need one. As soon as I saw it, I wouldn't change anything.
Okay.
Come on.
We had a good designer. If our designer for the hoodie can put a 1 in the chat or put a hand raise emoji, we had a very helpful designer that helped with the hoodie. So I want to.
They're sending their sizes in the chat right now. I like that. I like it.
Let's put a size. Let's put the size. I'm just gonna write down the size. Big Thad, we see you. We see you. Okay, we see you. We got you. No doubt. And we're also gonna have a special guest join. You know what? Does Big Thad want to join the stream? Hold on a second.
Bring him on. Hey, I'm out of here.
Hold
Dad,
on a second.
I need to see you.
Can we get a horn for Max? Max needs a horn. He is the man for real. Thank you. Can we get another?
Hey, Dom. Double time?
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother. God bless, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm excited for where this thing is going. And thank you for everything you've done for me, bro. Seriously, personally.
I got you, brother. You got me for life. Okay, that's what.
Hey, we're here.
I'm dead serious.
Till I DIE, brother.
All right, I'm gonna see you in Detroit soon.
Come on.
All right, bro. Be easy. All right, we're still live. Okay, if you didn't hear that, for everybody that decides they want to get the certification program today, okay, at the discount price that we're doing it, I put it on my Instagram story. So there might be some other people out there that want it, but they're not going to get this offer. I'm not going to post this out there. If you got it and you're still in here and you want it, we're going to order you a Spark hoodie for free, delivered to your door. Okay? So if you want that, just let me know. How many viewers do we have? We still have viewers in here? 11. That's a sign. I think we have the family in here now. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like us to keep streaming. Put a 2 in the chat if it's your bedtime or we're ready to go. All right, we can go all night if we need to, but I don't think we need to do that. We'll see what people. This is falling off here, guys. Use code MADMAX for the hoodie. Type it. Oh, D, we got to keep rolling. Honestly, can we get D? Can we get D on the stream? Let's get D on the stream. We need to have D on the stream. It's mandatory. D, we got to get you on the stream, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not even asking if you want to be on the stream. We need to get you on here. IGDM? Okay, D, please check your IGDM. No, he's in our group chat. He's in our group chat. Yeah, he's in our group chat. D, please tap the link in the group chat and join the screen. We got to get you on here, bro. 100%. D said keep it rolling. We can roll. We need people on. Okay, and then we also got to keep the slides going too. When you go down this path, people will genuinely think you're crazy. People will genuinely think like, "Yo, Dom's going live. What the heck are you doing, bro?" You know? Oh, he's in here. Let's go. I see him on. He's guest. He's on guest.
Yo,
What's up, brother?
what's going on, man?
Hold on. We're gonna get you side by side soon.
Okay.
Brother, how you been? How's life been
Good,
for you
man.
lately?
Good. It's been good. You know, some of this stuff I can relate to, man. A lot of it, actually. You know, with just watching it here on my desktop. With you know, all the mental health after sports. You know, mine was derailed early with injuries in high school. So, you know, after that, I went down a dark path and. You know, never really found myself again. Ended up picking up a scholarship, but yeah, that was just not enough for me, you know. So, you know, tapping back in with you and you know, it really brings me alive. Everybody here brings me alive, You know, all the energy, all the people I met. It's just amazing, man. What you do, you know, I support. So, yeah, man. My bad. I was just making some food. I was in the chat. I was in the chat. I was making some food. I was listening, though. I was listening. You
No,
know?
I'm trying to. I can't see you on this. I can't see you right now. We're trying to get you in here live, but
Okay, I think he's fixing it side by side. I'm looking at it right now.
we're getting it right.
Yeah, it's technical difficulties, man. Oh man, Max
It's all
is
good.
just full of energy. I love it, man.
It's 8:30 p.m. It's 5:30 for you though. It's 5:30 for you.
5:30. I'm like, keep the stream rolling, man. We can go all night, you know.
It's 5:30 somewhere. Now, D,
It's
let me ask you
5:30
this.
somewhere. You know, that saying stuck with me when I moved out here to Cali because I was just like, I was like, wow, that actually really means something. Because all my friends go to sleep when it's like 8:30 for me, or you know what I mean. You know, 9, 10. I'm like, you know, or you know, they got something to do at 8:30. I'm like, you know, it's 5:30 somewhere. You know, that really meant something. That really hit home with me. So
Brother, where should we do the next camp? We're starting to
I'm thinking,
map out next year's camps, and
yeah.
we're starting to look at different locations. Like I think we're good. Like Michigan,
I'm
we might
thinking, you know,
do.
Michigan can definitely be one, but you know, I'm thinking maybe Jersey, Chicago, like we talked about. I think the Jersey one's gonna go crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I think
Go
you're right.
crazy over that. Gonna go crazy for sure.
Yeah, bro.
But you know, Michigan's close to home. You know, that's where I'm from too, as well. You know, my dad's from there. I grew up in Detroit and Windsor, so I think uh, I think that would be I go crazy too. We have a lot of resources there, like
For sure.
with Nick and everybody there. So I don't think that would be a bad idea. You know, anywhere we go, I think you know with you leading the ship, man. I think you know we're sailing. We're gonna get there, man. You know, so
That's
it's
real.
all good.
I
Man. It's
appreciate that.
wherever we go, man. You know.
I was talking with a coach who helped at the basketball camp, and he is currently in. Gosh, I want to make sure I get this right. He's overseas right now,
Okay.
and he played overseas for a long time.
Yeah.
And he said, listen, if you guys ever want to do camps in some of these places I've been to, if you guys want to do a camp in Mexico, if you guys want to go different
What?
places, he's like, I know people and we can run those camps in other places. He is currently in Serbia. He's currently in Serbia. Okay. Very plugged in Serbia as well. So we could, I don't know if it's going to be next year. I'm going to work my butt off to see what we can do, but I genuinely think this can be an international thing. Like we're getting
Oh,
this thing rolling.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
So
I believe so too. I believe we can go anywhere, man. Anywhere. This is so big, and you know, just the theme of the energy is what really sticks with people. You know, when they leave. So I'm
D,
telling you.
also forgot to tell you, I don't know if you saw this or not. New website's live right now.
No, I didn't check it. I didn't
New,
see it.
it's tough, bro.
So I got to check it out.
They built it. I remember we were talking about some things we could
We were
put on
talking
there.
about it.
Let me
Yeah.
know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts we
Okay.
have,
Yeah.
we can edit it. You know what I mean? We can edit it, make it look
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna let you
So
know for sure.
yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
live,
let
bro.
you know. Send me the link. I actually texted you too. You
You
know,
did?
save that price for me. Save that price for me for the whole package. So, you know, I'm just along on this journey with you. You know what I mean? Since the football camp. So, you know, I'm gonna stick with you.
100%.
With you, you know what I mean. Our brothers played football in high school together. They both went D1. You know what I mean? So, um, you know, we're locked in. So it's all good.
D, I'm gonna let you go. We're probably
All
gonna
right,
hop off
man.
the live stream. People are
I can
logging
text her.
off. You're a real one, bro.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
9 in, man. Hey, Spark Africa. Shout out Mac, man. Shout out Mac. I'm telling you, that's my. You know what I mean? Shout out to you too, Dom, man. You're a legend, bro. I'm gonna get with you guys for
You're a real
sure,
one,
man.
brother.
Always
Talk soon,
Spark
man.
forever. You know. All right, man. Talk soon.
The boys. 9:11 left. We're still live. Okay, listen. If you're here and you want us to keep going, let us know. We can go all night. Okay. There is. My friends here have some drinks. Just going to be honest. And I am not. You see me. Okay? So I still have energy. Max has energy. I have energy. We have 10 viewers. If you want us to stay, I need you to put a 1 in the chat. Okay? If you want us to put the offer back up. If you want to know what's in it. If you have any questions, ask me a question. If you're just family here supporting, just give me a thumbs up. If you're family here supporting, just give me a thumbs up. Okay? I'm excited. These things genuinely might grow. These things are going to grow. This is exciting. This is all YouTube stuff too. We can put this on YouTube. People want to learn? Put it on YouTube. 24-hour stream. We could do it. We could do it. I don't have much planned tomorrow. I really don't. I have stuff planned Saturday and I have stuff planned Sunday, but I don't have much planned tomorrow. Family support and thumbs up. 1 to keep going. Max, you can't put 1 more than 1 time. Okay. I think we're ready. 2, 3, 4 comments. Look at that. That's a sign. We'll end on there. All right. Big Dad, you're the man. We'll talk soon. Okay. You need one of these. We need one of these. We're gonna order one for you. Okay. D, you need one of these too, bro. 100%. So appreciate you guys. This is love. Coach Brian, you're the man too. If you want one of these, let me know. Okay, this is something that's changing the game. Jake's literally a big brother. Been with us since the beginning with Theo. I mean, big reason why me and Theo even went to the next level. Love you too, brother. Big Dad. We got more stuff coming. This is literally just the beginning. There's always something special about the first one. So we're going to keep going. You know, you can't give up when you have something. When you have a dream in your heart, you just can't. You have to keep going. So I want everybody in here genuinely to find that thing for them and then just put their whole entire life into it. I'm literally sitting beside somebody that's doing the same thing right now, and it's so inspiring when you know what your purpose is, and then you're around other people that know what their purpose is, and they're just doing it. They're like, yeah, I'm doing this other thing, but it's like, nah, bro, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So I want everybody in here to find that thing, even if it has nothing to do with their certification, even if it has nothing to do with online coaching, anything. You could be something totally separate. There's people in here, I know, I've worked with them before, some of the people in here, and I know their thing is not online coaching. I know it's singing, it's rapping, it's poetry, whatever that is. Find that thing, please. Please, life's too short. Life's too short to work a job you don't want to do. Life's too short to just do something just because you feel like you have to fit in or because you're a little bit worried about what other people will think about you. It's too short. It's too short. Find that thing. I wish nothing but the best for you. We have a lot more stuff coming up. Speaking engagements are blowing out of the water. There's a whole bunch of those coming up, so there's probably not going to be tons of Spark stuff these next couple months. But stay tuned. Okay, this is something that we're going to continue to promote. This is going to be something that's going to continue. Like as this builds, people are already reaching out about it. This is going to be something that's going to continue to grow. So I appreciate you being here for the first launch. All right, that's probably it for me. Stay tuned. We have a lot more. Check out the website if you want to learn more about Spark coaching for the kids. Okay, what we're doing, if you want to get involved, sponsor, whatnot, if you want to come speak, volunteer, be involved, check out the new website. Check out my personal Instagram if you want to get the product. It's on my story, okay? It's going to be in the link on my bio, at Dom1Onson, okay? At Dom Johnson, but instead of a J, it's a 1, okay? On TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. My LinkedIn is Dominic Johnson, and then my YouTube channel is /Dom Johnson, period. Okay? Stay tuned, guys. We're building this out. Everybody here is a real one. You guys are part of the Spark family, the Spark community. That's it for me. Love you guys. See you. Let's go.